Hey guys, you are listening to episode 2 of the Creative Talk podcast. Today, we're going to talk about the coronavirus and how it's affected us in the creative field and what we've been doing to occupy, entertain, and pass time. I am Austin Robinson.
And I'm James Rossman.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you again, James. Candid, act like we just now got on. How are you doing today?
Today, not too bad. Today is my first day off in 5 days. I work at the hospital, so it's been kind of crazy. We haven't been really busy, but all the patients we have come in, I would say probably about 90% have the symptoms of COVID or just flat out have it. So it's been interesting dealing with that.
I've been wanting to talk to you about that for a while. You work in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So where's the hospital at? Is it in Fishers?
No, it's actually on the east side of Indianapolis.
Okay.
So it's about 25 minutes away from Fishers.
So,
but
how many cases do you know? Is there a number or is it just constantly growing?
Yeah, for us, it's, they will be turning almost the whole emergency department into negative airflow rooms, basically meaning they'll be all for COVID patients, and then they turn the ambulance bay into they put a bunch of beds out there for like people coming in for your arm pain or your just normal kind of stuff that you go to the hospital for. Yeah, it's I think they said, I think it's next week that the peak week is supposed to be, so they're getting ready for that.
Oh.
It's been kind of weird.
So how are they? Are you masked up and stuff there?
Yeah, now at first they didn't want us wearing masks, but now that it's gotten pretty serious, yeah.
Why?
Yeah, they were like, well, at first they were saying like just for nurses and the doctors, but once things got even more serious, they were like, okay, well, everybody needs to start wearing them. So we got a bunch of people have been making the masks like out of cloth and stuff like that. So whenever we do like a registration, we have to stand at the door. We can't really go in. So, and then we don't have to have that contact with the patient.
Wow.
Yeah, it's scary. It's kind of scary though, just because it's airborne and it's
like how do you defend against that? It's
exactly 100%.
Yeah. Well,
so how have you been, man?
Okay. Tired. But this whole thing, the virus is. First, I thought it was gonna be. I don't want to say it's horrible to say it's a good thing. Not a good thing. I thought it was gonna work in my favor for one of my clients because they do this big thing where this guy comes over their owner comes over from Japan and we filmed the whole thing him walking around. Well, instead of them coming over, they talked about doing a bunch of videos here and just sending them over. So I thought, that would be more work for me.
Right.
Well, they ended up just canceling. They closed the whole facility down. I mean, so like there's nothing in operation there at all. So they said that that they weren't gonna. It's a big. They weren't gonna do this event at all. And they do it twice a year. So like that's gone. And that was one of my bigger clients. And pretty much every wedding which I was kind of glad at the same time because like weddings seem like the worst place to be with all this with people flying.
Yeah.
It's like all of them got pushed. I think my earliest one is July as of now. So
wow, no kidding.
No new cameras for that's probably the year.
Unfortunately. Right. Yeah.
But, yeah. Also, we were planning on trying to get a documentary up and going.
But, yeah, exactly. And then all this happened and everything kind of went stop. Literally everything just literally stopped.
Yeah, pretty much just like next year at this point. It's like
honestly, yeah.
You go ahead.
Okay. I've actually been working on a that short film I was telling you about. that horror sci-fi one. I've been writing the script, and so I've been working on that while if I'm not at work, been working on that, and then really just writing a little bit here and there. So it just kind of occupy my time.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good time to start writing and come up. That's what I think we're start
It is.
for like a documentary. It's hard to kind of storyboard. I don't. I'm new to all that, so I'm not really done.
Mhm.
Not. I mean,
Yeah, I haven't either, which I was really excited about it and wanting to do it, but well,
yeah. Oh, so what have you been watching, doing?
so yeah, we've been watching quite a bit of Netflix. I guess more so like when it first started, because we just been honestly we've been watching a lot of The Office again.
You always watch The Office.
Exactly. But some of the ones we've been watching that we've already finished, we've watched Lock and Key on Netflix.
I've been wanting to watch that. Is it good? It's on
It
my
is
list.
really good.
It is on my list.
Hmm. Yeah, it's really it's way better than I thought it was gonna be, to be honest. That we started Altered Carbon on Netflix.
Isn't there? Is there two? Is it a movie or is it like a series?
This one's the series, the TV show.
So
Or
was
well, it's a Netflix original, but
so was there a movie before? I feel like I've not seen the movies. From what I've seen scrolling through Netflix. I thought it was a movie. So it's a series.
yeah, they have 2 seasons out,
Okay.
but it's really good. I'm not one for like shows and movies kind of having like nudity in it, but the storyline and the action that really, I mean, you just kind of don't even notice it because like the
Yeah.
storyline is deep enough to where you're just like, okay, whatever,
So
it
there's a lot of
doesn't.
nudity in it.
Kind of. I would say it's like
Like Game of
almost
Thrones
kind of like
level.
I would say Game of Thrones, but
You know, you ever,
taken down a little
so,
bit.
there's some of those scenes in these movies and shows you watch. It's like, is that necessary?
Yeah,
Like, there's
exactly.
so many ways to imply what's going on, and
Hmm.
then they just, I don't know. So I feel like a lot of things take it way too far anymore. It's like, okay,
Yeah,
like what are we
yeah.
watching now
I
at this
mean,
point? Like, but
I'm yeah. Me as a director, like I don't think like especially like once I in the professional world, once it starts to become a paid profession, like I don't think I would ever have anything like that.
no, I mean, it seems really awkward for everybody to film. I,
Exactly. It's
I was watching that. I think it was an Instagram thing. They were showing some behind the scenes like bloopers of scenes like that. They were pretty funny, but
wow,
it
really,
just
no
seemed
kidding.
awkward. Yeah, but
Oh,
of
I mean, it has to be.
like
You would
they're
think.
like they're acting into it. They just start laughing. It's like honestly, it's
I
weird all
mean,
around. But yeah, I mean,
it's like those teen.
I would say we and Caitlin
It,
complain about it all the time. It's like we're watching shows. It's like
mhm.
okay, we get it, we get it. Like they like each
Just like
other.
when kids are, yeah, like when kids are teenagers watching stuff with their parents and stuff like that pops up. You're like, oh
Oh, I know. It'll
no,
be like such a really good show or something. It's like okay,
yeah. Hmm. But other than that, we went to watch. Disney Plus just put out the Onward animated film.
is that from? Is it like a sequel or is it a?
I think it's its own thing. I
I
think.
haven't seen the Disney animated film since Frozen. I haven't seen Frozen 2 yet.
Oh,
But
oh, Frozen 2 is
is
good.
it? That's what
Yeah,
my brother
we did
said.
watch that. Uh-huh. Yeah, Frozen 2 is actually pretty good.
I need to see that. I need to get Disney Plus. I ain't got Disney Plus yet. I haven't even seen.
Mhm.
I just want to have a Star Wars marathon. Because
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen the new
Well,
ones. I've seen Rogue
I
One.
mean, oh, so you haven't seen any past Rogue One? Oh, no kidding.
No,
Wow. Dang.
no, I'm way behind.
Um, I would say like Disney Plus, like for the Star Wars stuff, and then for your like the Mandalorian, and maybe some of the new films that come out if they do them straight because the theaters closed, like
Yeah.
doing straight to Disney Plus. But other than that, like I don't know if it wasn't for that, I don't think like we would. Granted, we have Disney Plus through my girlfriend's, um, through her brother,
No,
so we're not paying for it, but which is nice.
you just said that on the World Wide Web.
Oh no.
Disney's gonna find you.
But yeah, I think that's really all we've been watching, like, because every other week I'm working 5 days in a row, so in 10-hour days, so it's
Yeah.
cutting down on it a lot. So, but what have you guys been watching?
So we watched Ozark. Have you seen that?
Oh, really? I have not. Is it
So
good?
yeah, it's really good. This I'm trying to like I'm watching things based off of, like the cinematography, the color grade. Like I'm wanting to really
Right.
study that and
Hmm.
see what people are just trying to study it. And
Hmm.
because I said this before. It's like I'm not really into movies and shows. Like I just recently this year I don't know why I just can't watch them. I play video games.
Hmm.
I do that, but I'm trying to like find more things to watch and get into. I just haven't found a lot that I've been into until recently. Um, Ozark's really good. There's a couple parts in the storyline where you're like, okay, like that just worked out perfect. Or, like I don't know.
Hmm.
It's really good though. I recommend it. It's like
Is it on Netflix?
yeah, yeah. It's
Oh, really? Okay, nice.
what's that guy's name? I forget his name. Can't even think of anything he's in. He's I don't know. I like him. The main dude in it. I don't know his name. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's kind of like a if you like Breaking Bad or
Hmm.
like it's kind of like he's. Do you know anything about it?
I don't.
Oh, he's like he's an accountant that launders money for the Mexican cartel. He gets into a lot of trouble. It's really good. But
Really?
one thing that surprised me that I really loved, I don't know if I'm the only person that liked it or not, is You, the show You,
Did we watch that?
but the
I don't. Yeah, I don't think we
crazy
watched that either.
guy who like stalks the girls real creepy.
Right. I've heard it's pretty good. I think they have.
I loved it.
Really?
I
Okay.
thought it was so good. I don't. I've
Hmm.
heard my brother. I talked to him about it. He thinks it's stupid, but it like the concept's stupid, but I don't think it's really done well. I think I
Huh.
like psychological thrillers. I think it's kind of like what
Right.
I think I'm learning that about myself. I like those like real
Hmm.
life anxiety situations, not so much like I don't like horror movies.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
I like watching them with friends. I'll never watch them by myself. And Caitlin doesn't like them at all, so I pretty much never watch them. But
Yeah. 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 I don't think I have ever. Well, I think there was a couple days when I was off. I actually watched a horror movie, but it was during the daytime. So.
yeah, I don't know. It's most of the time they gross me out. I just get
Hmm.
disgusted. Um, yeah, but it looks so good. I don't know if they. It's a very Bocalicious show. It's
Really?
yeah, I don't like that.
Ooh.
They didn't like overdo it. I don't know. Maybe that's opinion, but I liked it. I don't know. I try
Hmm.
to find what they shot it on. I was looking up the whole time watching it, trying to find. I can't find anything. I usually always do like a
Hmm.
Google the director,
Hmm.
the cinematographer, and try to see what gear they used. And I just wish they put that stuff out there.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you watch him. Potato Jet.
mhm. I
Yes,
like
he
Potato
just
Jet.
put. Did you watch his newest episode?
Which one was it?
I think it came out yesterday or the day before. It was
Probably
about the
not.
Steadicam, the
No,
Ari.
I know what it is because
Yeah.
he mentioned it before, and I seen the thumbnail today. I've not watched it. I
Yes,
I want
dude.
that thing. I literally was just
That.
talking to Caitlin about like one piece of film gear that I want, like is a Steadicam because those are my
Oh yeah.
favorite shots. My favorite shots are down those.
Hmm.
That's not the gimbal.
Oh, hands down.
Handhelds, it's got its place, but that
Hmm.
Steadicam is like I don't know. It's you can't imitate that.
Yeah.
And like
I mean the one this guy has. It's
that's the one with the
wow.
harness. It's got the gyro thing and
Hmm. Yeah. I
that
mean it's a.
was it like 50,000 or something? He looked it up a while back. I remember when
Uh,
it's something
yeah.
stupid.
I would say it's probably around there at least. Cause wow. I
But
mean, the thing that attaches to the harness, the video he made, that it's just, I mean, it's basically like a third arm that you have, and it's just, he does um the whole thing just one handed, and I'm just like,
I
what the heck,
have you
dude?
ever worn anything like that?
What's that?
Have you ever worn anything like that or like an easy rig or
No, I haven't. Have
neither have
you?
I. No, I want an easy
Yeah.
rig because that's probably the most
Hmm.
useful. But they're cheaper than a
Oh
Steadicam.
yeah,
But yeah, I just wonder
hundred
how that
percent.
feels to have that big old thing.
Hmm.
Like, do you feel it on
He
your feet?
said
I mean, sure. I mean,
he said he
surely.
doesn't. I think he said most of the weight it comes from like because they a lot of camera operators he said have like a lot of back problems with all that. But then he said that like the biggest thing with using something like that is like doing like making sure you're stretching right and you know so that way your back isn't so beaten up at the end, which makes sense. That thing is
Oh
ginormous.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
That's why I want an easy rig because I, d- I mean, just even putting my Ronin M on. I mean, that
mhm,
thing's so you gotta hold it out because you can't hold it close. And it's I
right?
don't know. I just like an easy rig. Long
Yeah.
wedding days, I think. But there's some shoots that like I thought about buying the easy rig for, and it's like, well, I don't know. Is it too much? Is that too dramatic to show up with? Because like, it's
Right.
hard to. I don't know. I want one. I found I think the name there's knockoff ones on Amazon for like 200, $500,
Mhm.
but I don't know if those are worth it or not.
Yeah. It's just kind of one of those things. It's kind of, I feel like in our field, it's like you pay what you get for, I guess.
Yes,
But,
perfect example. I bought uh, the Jib one, which I was
mhm.
so excited to use. Now I won't be. I gotta get out and go do something with it. But I got that. Have you seen that thing?
Mhm.
The robotic jib.
No, I don't.
Potato Jet did a
When
video on
did
it.
you?
It's a
Oh,
little.
that's right. No, yeah.
So I bought that thing,
Uh,
and the head on it is like that little. I don't explain what it's called. It's a little like a have it right here. I show, but so anyways, it's a little plate that just kind of goes in like a Z form, and it's kind of it looks so simple. Um,
really? Hmm.
so I they wanted $150 for theirs. I'm like, no way, it's $150 for that part. So I got on Amazon. I found one for $50. I bought that one.
Mhm.
Looked exactly the same, and I just put it on, and it just wasn't. It was holding like really light cameras, and it would like slowly just ease down. It's hard to explain what I'm talking about without shit.
Mhm.
I'm grabbing it real quick.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, I forgot to turn my backlight on. So this for audio listeners, they're not going to be able to see this, but it's the Edelkrone. You'll recognize it when I show you.
Oh, yeah.
I don't, what do they call
Oh, and
this?
then,
This is kind of hard.
like,
Lifts up.
okay, yeah, I
See,
have seen that. Okay.
but
Mhm.
so I bought a cheap one, and
Mhm.
it just kept falling over, falling over, falling over, and so it wasn't even the cheapest one. It was like the most expensive cheap one, if that makes sense. Like it
Mhm.
was some other one, but it wouldn't hold anything. So I was like, okay, I spent $150 on this one. $150 for this little thing. And
Wow.
I'm gonna see if it's true, really true. If you get what you pay for, and that thing's held everything so far. So I ended up sending the $50 one back, and
Yeah, I don't blame you. That wow.
I hate
I mean,
spending that
cause
money, but it's like
mhm.
you're forced to in this field. they
Exactly. Yeah,
they kill me to buy that.
if you want good shots, it's like you have to invest, which sucks because it's like, we're not over here like we're
That
millionaires.
it costs so much to get started. I mean, okay, I don't want to like
Mhm.
stress too much. So I think it's the easiest it's ever been to get in the field. We could do a whole episode about that,
Oh,
talking about how to get in.
oh yeah.
But like once you really get into it, and there's higher production things you want to do,
Mhm.
there's a cheap way to do it, and there's an expensive way to do it. But the cheap way is not always just cheap. But
Quote unquote cheap.
yeah, like there is a budget way to almost do everything you could ever
Mhm.
do, and I think it's really cool. And it's in this field is like, and I'm learning this now, is you will never have everything you want to do, but you always have dozens of options to do any shot you need
Mhm.
with what you got.
Oh yeah.
There's always a way to portray what you need and what you need to do. But
I think that's why DIY stuff is just so like I mean, it's huge.
yeah, we were just talking about my light up that I got on the back on the video version of this. I have a kind of a dramatic. I don't want to say dramatic. I put too much time into it for this because uh my room was taken by Caitlin. She's in a meeting right now, so I went out to my garage gym and set up some stuff. But I have a just a flashlight. Is all. It's not even like film gear. It is a Olight flashlight, which is my brother got it for me. Have you heard of Olight?
I haven't. No.
You should look them up. They're like expensive. I think it's like $100 flashlight. That I didn't buy it, but
Wow.
they go up. I mean, they get up to like $600, but it is so bright for as little as it is. I think it's
Uh huh.
6,000 Kelvin, I don't know. It's rated. I don't know, but it's so bright, and I was like, I think I might find use for this in what I do. But it's been
Yeah.
handy. I haven't
Hmm.
used it. I keep it on because it's so small. I'll show it to you later. But it's the Olight SR Baton 2, I think it is. It was a
Huh.
fun little thing I keep in my bag every time I go. Because like when I have my car open
Yeah.
and I'm like looking through my bags at night, it's just an awesome idea. Anyways, that was just DIY. I have it. It's got a
Hmm.
magnetic end, and all I do is stick it to the garage. What would you call it? A garage opener.
Oh yeah.
And I
Okay.
shot that
The
down. Oh
track.
wow,
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't have to set up another light like that. That lit my backdrop. But what's your setup right now? I think that's always something fun to know.
Yeah.
I always like to know like
Um.
what people are shooting on and what their setup's like.
Mhm. Yeah, right now I have the Panasonic GH4, and then I have obviously the one of the my most used lens, the Sigma um, 18 to 35 millimeter. I love that lens
The
so much.
famous 18 to
Gosh.
35. That's what's looking at me right now.
Yep.
It is an amazing lens.
It
It
is. It
is.
really is. And then I have it paired with my the company my microphone the
Blue.
shoot, what the heck? Yeah,
Blue.
blue. Yeah. Gee whiz. But yeah, yeah, I finally got this. I wasn't able to use the arm when we did the first episode, but um now at home I spent
Is
like
that nice?
half hour 45 minutes
Hands
actually
free.
setting it up. Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice. I have it attached to my desk and um right next to my desktop computer, and I'm just not touching it anymore. I have it set up the exact way I want it. So, but
Uh, my setup is. I don't think I'm gonna do it again. But if you could only see what's actually here, is James can kind of see it, but it's uh. So I have a Godox. I had no room to set up my softbox. I was gonna put that up, but I
Mhm.
shot it through a 5-in-1. That's what's on me now. I actually have this remote that it came with. There's that dramatic. It
Oh,
looks really dramatic on video, but
hmm.
so I got that shooting through a 5-in-1 diffusion, and then I have this backdrop, this pop-up backdrop. This thing's awesome. By Savage.
Hmm.
They sell the back rolls of paper and stuff. I bought this just to pop up. It's a pain to
Mhm.
it's a pain to put back up, but it's really convenient to have and small. And then I bought this clamp and it's just on a C stand. And
Mhm.
then I got the Rode. Oh, what's this called? Rode Pod Mic. Rode Pod Mic
Mhm.
ran into my Zoom, and I'm shooting on my Black Magic, which I was planning on doing just 1080 because I had it out, but I forgot about the
Right.
crop, and that's just stupid. So I'm in 4K for no
Mhm.
reason at 12:1 compression, just super light. Oh, and then I got the Young Nuo light as a little separation light. I added color just for fun.
Mhm. I'm definitely gonna get one of those.
It's
I
I
really like
love this
that.
thing. I bought it. I forgot I had it until I pulled it out today. I was like, I'd use it more.
Mhm.
Where I just used it on. I love it for color. I've been playing with
Mhm.
color lately, and it's fun. But it's in the professional world, I don't really find a lot of unless you're doing like music videos. But I
Right.
don't do
Yeah.
any music videos. I'd like to,
Mhm.
but
Which actually that comes you mentioning music videos. I actually work with a nurse that he's in a band. He's a lead singer. His band is called Odie Ray, and I started listening to him. I didn't know this. I mean, I've worked at the hospital for this is my 6th month, and I just found out this week that he's in a band. So I was like, hey, if you guys ever want to do a music video, let me know, and I know people that will help out, and we could get something like that rolling. And he's like, yeah, absolutely. So I checked out his band on Spotify, and they're really good.
oh really? They have any
Their
videos?
whole album. They don't have any videos because they were gonna go with uh there was one guy that's gonna do like total of like 5 or 6 videos for them, but that kind of fell through. So they only have one album out, but the whole album is very has a very 80s feel to it, and it's really, I mean, it kind of blew me
You have to
away
send
because
that
I'm
to me.
like, yeah, absolutely, yeah. I bought his whole album
Oh,
yesterday
really?
on iTunes,
Well,
and
maybe we
he,
should reach out to them, see if we could do something for them.
yeah, yeah. Because then when I went to work and I told him, he was like, "Yeah, here's a physical copy. Because if somebody buys it on iTunes, he's like, I'll give them the physical." So we were actually talking about an '80s music video and like how we would want to do things for his one song called "Summer Break," and I that's my favorite song on the album. But yeah, we were kind of I was jotting down some ideas for what we could do, and I was like, yeah, I know people that would probably be really happy to help out with that. Um, so and me thinking like you have the Black Magic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K, and I've been talking to my girlfriend about also getting one.
You
So
should.
yep, I looked at the 6K one, but then I was like, I mean, there's not much difference other than the sensor.
Yeah. I
So,
mean, I thought like I was looking at getting a second one. I'm still gonna get a second one eventually, but not right now with the way things
Mhm.
are. But uh, I looked at getting a 6K, but I was like, I don't know, it's just the price. And I would love it the 6K, not for 6K, but just being able to reframe and
Exactly.
post. That's really it.
Mhm.
But I don't. Does it do better in low light? I don't know about like noise difference, but
I don't
because
think so. I mean,
once you put a speed booster on this thing, I don't know what difference it actually
exactly.
makes.
Mhm.
This is
Yeah,
actually with the speed booster, I believe it's a little bit wider, not a lot, than a Super 35.
okay, on the 4K
Yeah.
or on the 4K? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it cuz when I was looking it up, like a big difference was the cuz it has a was it the EF mount for the 6K one?
Yeah.
I believe, yeah. And I'm on like the 4K one is about $1,200 right now, and that one's like $2,400. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah, it was like it's more than double, ain't that? I'm bad at math, but it just you could get the black magic with a lens and still I just feel like people undermine the 4K at the 6K too often now ever since that came out.
exactly,
Um,
yeah.
which I
I
feel like it just
think
came out so soon. It just I don't know. Like why didn't Black Magic just come out with the 6K and that be it? That's what they're gonna. I don't know.
exactly. I mean, you can't. I mean, with 4K, I mean, most things like even your phones, like they won't resort to 4K. So,
I I don't think even now, like in this, well, not like recently, but like last year, I don't think I've ever got asked for 4K. No one even
mhm.
asks. I don't
Wow, no kidding.
know. I mean, I
Hmm.
I think I don't know if it's because it's expected now. Maybe that could be it.
Right.
Like weddings. I used to give. It's funny because when I started, I used to give weddings in 4K and then a 1080 version too. Because I just assumed because a lot of people were complaining that they couldn't play it or like
Hmm.
they knew where to buy. So, but now I just give it
Which,
4K, and then if somebody does have
yeah,
trouble, I can always down res it if I need.
yeah, that's the nice thing too. I mean, like shooting in 4K and down resing it, it's still gonna look better than.
It looks way better than it would have been if you just shot 1080. Like
Mhm.
if
Right.
space with the black magic, it's just space is really gonna what you gotta worry about.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Mhm.
Um, I think now when I shoot a wedding, I just look at a little over half terabyte. but
Mhm.
but,
Hmm. Yeah, because I was looking at the camera plus like a whole rig kind of setup, and that came out to about the cost of what I'd get for the 6K.
yeah, it's just I think it's
Like,
just the value is just you can't touch that value with anything. It's just amazing.
yeah. Hmm. So yeah, we once all this is over, I think we'll have a couple projects lined up to be able to
Uh,
start filming.
so here's what I'm worried about is everyone's pushed these weddings back to like
Mhm.
end of summer, fall. So now I'm gonna get slammed with like,
Oof.
which is a good bad thing, but like
Mhm.
it's I don't know. Weddings aren't the funnest. I don't. I used to enjoy them till I've done other things to see like what else is out there. But
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I did weddings for like was a good part of like 4-ish years, maybe a little over that, and then I just kind of got burnt out.
It's easy to burn out, but now
hmm
they're. I mean, I could do them, and
hmm
people seem to be happy with them. So I mean, I'll keep doing them now as long as people are paying.
Right.
We
Yeah.
were in that. We
Exactly.
were in that sale. I don't know if you've seen that at the end of
Oh.
yeah, and we
mhm.
booked so many, and then this happened. Someone's rescheduling.
Yeah. hmm
Um,
Whew, yeah. That's a man. That's a lot.
yeah, but
Hmm.
yeah, work's slow for me. I got a couple weddings I'm
Yeah.
finishing up right now,
hmm
and so like I don't have like absolutely nothing to do at this moment.
Right.
But I'm hoping to
And
get.
then Kate.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you're good. So Caitlin still has her job and everything
Yeah.
too.
So
So
actually,
okay.
she runs the. She's gonna kill me because I can't ever describe it. UI UX design. She designs the website, the user
hmm
experience of all that. And now she's running a coronavirus page on IU, so like she's doing more
Oh,
now.
okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
she's pretty much. They were talking about going full remote with her anyway. So this is kind of like a test. But yeah, so she's been working. Yeah, so thankfully it's not affected
Wow.
her stream of income at all. But
That's great.
yeah,
Like, wait, you said they want to move forward with her?
move. They were gonna move her like remote, like her job position, and I think a couple other people like. And now this all
Oh, okay.
happened, so like
hmm
they're. I guess they're basically forced to test it, but I don't know if
Oh,
it'll stay
wow.
that way.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
she just
Interesting.
basically touches base, has some meetings, does what she needs to do from here.
Yeah. No
So
kidding.
she only went
Nice.
in like once or twice a week anyway. So yeah.
Dang.
So thankfully it's not. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just my income. But,
Right.
but,
It's like no
but,
big deal.
yeah. Uh,
Man, how's did have you went to the? I take you probably have like grocery stores since this all happened.
yeah. So I've been twice. I think in 60 days. I've
Mm-hmm.
been just Netflixing and
Yeah,
video
dude.
games. I'm a big gamer, so I've been playing a lot of games lately. But
Okay, yeah.
yeah, I
hmm
mean, I don't know if you play at all, but
I have some friends that like never were really into video games that are now playing video games.
I've noticed like when I'm online, I can see my friend list is much more people on. Yeah, I've been
hmm
catching up. Animal Crossing. Right?
Yeah,
But you know
we.
what that is?
I think we're
Yeah.
good.
Oh, I
Yes.
love it. That's been my thing. All you Animal Crossing
Oh,
fans out there.
you have it?
Yeah. That's
Oh
I've been
yeah,
playing the crap out of that.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Heck
takes me
yeah.
back to my childhood, back on the GameCube.
Yeah, huh. I think we're gonna end up buying it. I think we just kind of need to.
I like it. I think it's I think there's more to do in this one. But
hmm Yeah,
well,
because we have a Switch, so I think we're gonna buy it for that.
Switch is
And
awesome.
I love it.
We can go on about games. I can't. I'm a I'm a nerd when it comes to this stuff. But back to filmmaking,
Mhm.
relevant, creative stuff.
Mhm.
Other shows you've been watching, or
Um, no, not really. Surprisingly, I think I watched so much before. Well, like we watched so many of the like Netflix originals before this all
oh,
happened.
you finished
So now
Netflix?
it's kind.
You finished all of it?
Well, there was a meme that I seen that said something about like now being done like with watching literally everything on Netflix because of being quarantined,
Yeah,
staying inside. I'm like, yeah.
I'm trying. I'm trying to stay creative. I got some ideas of things I just want to do for fun. I got some.
Mhm.
Uh, I think I'm gonna try to do like a dramatic product video with this little flashlight up here because I seen their Instagram
Oh,
page.
heck
They
yeah.
got a bunch of
Yeah.
photos, but not a lot of videos. So I thought I'll do something cool and hope I don't get sued for advertising a product with that. I mean, I'm doing free stuff for them. I don't know. Anyways, I want to take the jib out. The jib one. I'm thinking I'm gonna go out to
Uh-huh, yeah.
like a countryside and just do some time lapses or something.
That would be
Yeah,
nice. Like, especially like maybe like a sunset or sunrise
yeah.
type
With
of
the
thing.
weather been, so that's what I've been wanting to do. I just haven't been able. I haven't got up and I haven't packed anything. I've been feeling just
Mhm.
sluggish lately, but
Yeah, I hear you there. If I'm not at work, it's just like it's hard to get something like it's hard to get
yeah,
something done.
yeah. It's weird because like it's not that different for me because I go out and shoot and I pretty much work from home, which 80% of the time I'm editing, but
Mhm.
now it's like editing 100% of the time. I want to go shoot something. Like I'm excited we're doing this. Like something. It's
Yeah.
kind of why I went all out. It's like it's
Yeah. At least it's something.
yeah,
Something we can say, hey, we actually did something. We got something accomplished.
yeah. I've seen that a lot of movies got pushed back because of this thing. Like a
Yeah, there was like I was listening to the Film Right podcast,
yeah.
and he had a producer on there, and she was kind of talking about how like this has affected like um not only has it affected just a few studios, but it's affected literally all of them. So they all are either the movies are being pushed back, or they're um or like Disney, for instance, there's a few movies that they're doing straight to Disney Plus, which it's kind of a bummer because well, they won't make as much money off of that. But Disney has money anyways. But
Yeah, I know
you
they're
know,
not hurting.
you know,
They'll make it through the end of
they,
this, and they will.
oh
So,
yeah. Well, there's still
what
what?
do
Go
you
ahead.
think of theaters? Like, do you think it's gonna? I seen a post scrolled by. It just said something about the AMC's going out across America because of this.
Yeah, they're what is that called? Like liquid assets or whatever.
Liquidating.
Yeah, something like that. It's like going down, and they don't have much.
Man,
Yeah, and
I
I'm
don't want to
like,
see that.
yeah, because their AMC's like the biggest chain.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm like,
If they go out,
yeah,
especially if they go under, I don't see. I I don't know. I just hope the experience of going to the movies is not a thing of the past. Can you
yeah,
imagine if
exactly.
that like ends, and then like we're telling our kids of trying to describe a movie theater, like they don't even know what that is. It'd be so weird.
Yeah, I feel like if something like with that, if AMC were to go out, then all your other small ones, I'm sure they'd be done no matter, as well. Because
I don't know how. I mean, I wouldn't even care if they just. I mean, I would care, but I mean, if they have to charge more, do what they got to do. I don't know. I don't know how it
yeah,
works. I'm not in
that's what
that
I was
business.
telling. Right, that's what I was telling my dad. I was like, I don't think, um, once we get out of all this, if they needed to do something like that, I don't think they could put the prices high enough to where I wouldn't go to the movie theater.
Yeah, I don't think either. It might be like a premium experience to where it's like maybe you don't go every week, but maybe it's like
Right.
a
Mhm.
special thing you do, every other month or something. Or that
Mhm.
one
Yeah.
movie. There's always that one movie that you want to go see in theaters,
Yeah. Exactly. Hmm.
and I don't. Yeah, I just hope that. I hope that's not the future of movie theaters.
Hmm. Yeah, because I mean, honestly, that's how like a lot of the production companies. That's how they make their money back, and how they pay everybody.
Yeah,
So, you know, if they go out, then what's that mean for the film business?
man, that would just be. It would be like I don't know. Just if you had directed a film or any part of a
Mhm.
big film and it never went to theaters because they're in a theater, it just I don't know. It just wouldn't feel as accomplishing. I don't know.
Exactly. There's like that magic to it, to
Yeah,
like when know it's going to theaters and this huge screen people are going to watch it on.
and a large crowd. Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, just like a Star Wars movie, for instance, like
Yeah, then
working
you
on
got the
something
whole
like that.
culture of everyone waiting out, dressing up, and
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah, man, that'd be so weird if that whole thing goes away.
Oh gosh. I really hope if something like that, if it becomes true, I hope somebody would either buy them out or put money into them to keep them alive.
Yeah, something. I don't think it's gonna happen, but
Yeah, I think it'll be all right, cuz I mean, if we're supposed to see the peak of it like next week, you know, then if everything kind of
I
starts to
hope.
go down, hopefully, yeah. Hmm.
I hope because it sucks.
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah. Hey everyone, I just wanted to pause right here and apologize because as we began talking about the new Canon cinema camera, we kept calling it the Mark III, even though the Mark III doesn't exist yet. The camera we began to talk about is the Mark II. keep that in mind while listening to the rest of the podcast. But talking about like the film business and everything, we I know we've been talking about like we've been wanting to talk about the few cameras that have, well, one of them that have came out already, but the other one
Yes, I
not
forgot to
yet.
mention that at the beginning. I did forgot to,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, it'll be in the title of the video, so you'll know already. But yeah, the C500 Mark II,
Oh, Mark III.
Mark III,
Yep.
Mark III. I don't know a whole lot about it. I looked up a couple things, but
Mhm.
it's full frame. I
Yeah,
know
it
that.
is. Yeah.
So what? I mean, what's your
I
opinion on it?
I love it. I really like it. I've always liked the the C500 Mark II. I would have really loved to have one of those, but that price point, wow, that's up there.
Is it 15, 16,000?
I think
Or or was I looking at the wrong
well,
one?
the Mark II I think is now like 10,000, but the Mark III is 16,000,
Okay.
yeah. Mhm.
I hate them. I hate cinema cameras. I hate full frame. I hate everything. Just kidding. It looks awesome. So I was watching.
Yeah.
So I've been. Well, I I was in the market a year ago for a camera, and I bought the Black Magic, but I
Mhm.
want something like the C500 because of ergonomically
Mhm.
mainly, and it's full frame, and that's
Yeah, exactly.
everything's going full frame now, which it's hard to describe like most people I feel like can't look at it and tell if the camera's full frame or
Mhm.
APS-C or even micro four thirds. Like
Oh, exactly, yeah.
who knows? But I
Mhm.
do feel like we know that feel when something feels like aesthetically it's different, and that's
Mhm.
how that's why I want full frame. Is well, one, you got the noise performance
You're
is
right.
better than the
Mhm.
noise, but it feels different to me. Like when you blow it up on
Mhm.
a big screen and you watch it, it feels different.
Right.
I can't describe how or why, but you get
Yeah,
the
because yeah, I think what was it? I think the biggest difference was between the Mark II and Mark III is, I mean, the Mark III it shoots in 5.9K, which that's
that's
pretty cool,
yeah,
but
that bugs me. That's not six. That bugs me. What?
yeah, like why is that? I don't know. Yeah, I
I
have
wouldn't
no
complain
idea.
about it, but it would bug me.
Right, yeah. And I wonder if that's like why, cuz I don't think the sensor's different.
Is the Mark II full frame?
I think it is. Is it?
I didn't know it was. I thought it was APS-C. I thought the Mark III was the first full frame Canon cine lens in that price point.
Let's see here. I'm gonna look it up really fast.
Okay,
Um,
but I mean, it's when I look at that and look at everything else that checks the box that it likes. There's some other cameras out there that are cheaper, other than the full frame.
mhm.
But it so one, you get the color science full frame cinema camera. That's
Oh yeah,
full frame
dude.
Canon. I've never messed with Canon's RAW. What do they call that? Is this Canon RAW? What do they call that?
I think so. I think it's just Canon. I don't think there's any specific or
Yeah,
special name for it.
but it has that
Um,
digital stabilization.
mhm.
Have you
Yeah,
seen? Have you seen that?
yeah. Who was it that put out a video? Well, a couple people put out a video. I know Maddie Hapoya did, and then um,
I
the Potato Jet did too.
Yeah, I watched this video. There was a shot from a B&H did a review. I was just watching yesterday on it.
Oh, okay,
Just
yeah,
trying to learn a little bit more about it before we talk about it. And
yeah.
they were doing this shot where he's just walking down this hall, and I was like, and he says his freehand, and it looks so good. It just I seen that it kind of looks like Steadicam. Well, not
Right.
quite gimbal, but it just
Yeah,
crazy
those.
to have a
I
camera
think.
that powerful
Yeah.
that can.
I mean, I don't know why I've always wanted to do, like, whenever I do a documentary, whenever I direct a documentary, I really want to do it on the C500. I don't know why. That's always been a thing that I wanted to do.
I would.
Like,
I just I would love to shoot something in a full frame cinema camera.
Yeah.
I've never. Yeah, it's just that alone seems really cool.
Well, I know the C200 has it also, but like the C300 has that, that little um
That top handle,
hand, yeah, the top
I
handle.
love that.
I mean that, yeah, that looks so
So
good.
that's like the only thing. Red is it. I don't really care much for red. I looked at this was Scarlet years ago, but
Right.
because it was
Yeah.
like the most. But I like their form factor. That's it. And that's when I
Hmm.
see Infinity. But
Right. Yeah. I remember you
the
telling me
Mavo
about that.
LF is full frame. That's a full frame cinema camera, and I
Hmm.
believe it's around 12,000 right now.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
it's like it's pretty. I mean, Infinity's the most affordable on
Hmm.
paper when you look at specs compared to what's like Sony and Canon.
Hmm.
But I love that ergonomics of that. I love Canons like the C100s, all of them.
Oh, I
That's
know. Yeah. Uh, I mean, even I know people are still shooting on C100s, and it still looks,
yeah.
still looks good.
Which I honestly thought about grabbing a few just for weddings,
Hmm.
but
Right. Hmm.
uh, I love the top handle because I shoot everything top handle. I always hold
Hmm.
and let gravity kind of. It seems more stable that way. You just kind of let it
Hmm.
hang then move that way.
Yep.
But um, I bet if I had a good shoulder rig, it'd be okay. But I like the top handle because you feel
Yeah. It's
nimble.
just like, yeah.
You
Yep.
kind of
That,
get
and it's
around.
like really nice for run and gun type of
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's why I like the C100, the C500s, because they're smaller, and then especially that top handle.
Oh, the
Like
top handle and then like where they put
that's
their monitor, I like, and then the mic, the shotgun
hmm
mic you put on the side there for an onboard mic.
yeah.
I love where everything's at, and that's the one thing I have to complain about the Black Magic is it's ergonomics. It's just a pain every time I take it out. Like I gotta get my table set up, and then I gotta put what am I shooting, what rig
Hmm.
makes sense, what do I need on it, and build it up. That's
Right.
also a pro to it too. I mean that you can
Hmm.
build it any way you want, but it's
Hmm.
just the C500. You just grab it off the shelf, throw a lens on it, and that
Yeah.
would be
Exactly.
nice. And
Oh.
that's what I would like. Something I could just grab like that. I like the Black Magic. I like being able to build it up, but I do want something I could just grab and go.
Hmm.
That's not one of my Sony mirrorless cameras, but
Where you have to take a bunch of like gear with you to build stuff, and
yeah, I got behind this backdrop, behind this magical thing here. There is just drawers. I got like two little plastic drawers. They're just rigging accessories and cables stuff. But then I got another small mini dresser that's full of more crap, and then I got uh, garage shelving in here. But like most of this is rigging crap, just building
wow.
stuff up, and if I had something like that, I wouldn't need all of that. It just,
Hmm.
but I do like the option. It is cool because I can
Right. Yeah.
put it. But yeah,
Hmm.
ergonomics of the C500 I think is huge for me. But
Hmm.
even the C200, all of them.
Yeah.
Honestly, I want to see. I'm waiting for somebody to do this. The FX9 side by side with that. I want to see a C500 go up against that because
Oh yeah.
I personally am leaning toward the FX9. I like that. Not that I'm looking to buy
Oh.
right now or anything, but
Oh, right.
but I was I don't know. I think because I love Canon. I started with Canon, but I'm more invested in
Mhm.
Sony.
Right,
So
because all your guys' lenses are, yeah, are Sony's,
most of
right?
them, yeah,
Yeah, most of
most of
them.
them. I wanted to get I was gonna take the FS7 with the Fujinon Cine zoom lenses, the 18 to
Mhm.
55, and then there's I think you got three now. It came with the Mark IIs. Just the Fujinon Cine lenses, just at least a pair of those. I wanted those so bad.
Yeah, that's nice. Are those, what kind of price point are they at?
They're for what they are, they're affordable. I mean, I think it's 8,000 or so a piece.
Oh, for the set?
No,
Oh,
for
a
one,
piece?
but
Oh,
it's a
okay.
zoom, so it's an 18 to 55 T
Right.
2.9, I think,
Hmm,
and
okay.
it is they look awesome, but all the way around.
Mhm.
But that's
I know if I know if there's somebody listening to this that isn't like, filmmaking, they're kinda
oh,
like,
and it does, yeah, no, that's cheap when you're talking a Cine Zoom, a
"Oh, yeah."
Cine
Mhm.
Zoom. That's yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I've
would
always wanted
love to
those,
have just a set, just a
and
whole,
yeah,
yeah.
And I thought about buying those last year, or at least one of them, the Fujinon, and because you can adapt them to EF or E mount because they're manual.
That's nice. Mhm.
They sell them with, I think some are come with them. The back of the lens, Fujinon makes them out for both with the one lens.
Okay.
So you don't, the adapter is, you unscrew it. It's got, I mean, it looks like a pain if you were to keep going back and forth, but so I could use it with my
Uh-huh.
Black Magic for now.
Yeah,
And that's what I wanted to do.
that would be nice.
But now that these full frame cine cameras are coming out, it's like, well, if you buy that, those they're not full frame lenses.
Right.
Yeah. So I wonder if people are having to sell. They could. I know you can switch it to Super 35 and that, but which I know I heard a lot of people online who are doing that with the FX9. They have Fujinon cine lenses and they're still buying the camera because of all the other features, but they're just switching it to. Which would suck to buy a full frame cinema camera and not have any full frame lenses.
Oh, yeah.
No. But I don't know, like why. Like when I ask myself why would I go full frame,
Mhm.
I don't know. It looks cool. I like it.
Yeah, 100%.
I try to be biased because I don't have any. I mean, we have one full frame camera right now, but it's the 99 Mark II that no one ever's heard of. But
Right. I mean,
it's an amazing camera. It came out with the R3. It's the same exact color, the same sensor, the same chip, and everything. It's just not mirrorless. It was the final A mount Sony made.
okay.
But
I mean, yeah, that's like I have the 60 Mark II, which I normally use just for photos, doing photography. That one's a full frame because I only have 2 cameras at the moment, but like I would love to get like a cinema camera that's full frame, like, but it's the price point is just it's just too much, at least right now.
Yeah. I would imagine they're gonna just like 4K cameras when they came out. I mean,
Oh,
and
100%.
now like full frame. There's talk of like Micro Four Thirds just going away. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna go away, but I mean, there's less people buying it, and there's less Micro Four Thirds being made. And
Right.
I don't know about Panasonic, but there was talk that they like the S1H, S1R, or SR. I don't know what it's one of the Panasonic's full frame mirrorless cameras that came out. That's kind of like they're doing away with the GH series.
Really?
I heard someone say it online. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't be spreading rumors out here in this podcast or anything. But
Yeah.
I think I can't remember one YouTuber said that, but because I was worried when those came out, because like, where's our GH6?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh man, the GH5, that's so nice. Like, I wish I had one of those.
I mean, even the GH4, the body, like when I picked that thing up again, I love that body. The grip is just, it's built so nice. So nice.
Yeah, it's not too big. It's not heavy. You know, 'cause it's a lot bigger than the body of my Mark 60 Mark II.
Is it really?
Sure. Wow.
Yeah. And the GH5 is bigger than the GH4. And have you held that thing? That thing's really nice.
I haven't.
But Micro Four Thirds like never overheat though. And for me, I do a lot of long event stuff, and like that's kind of a big thing for me.
Right. Yeah. I don't think he did it with any of the Panasonic cameras. I don't recall. But did you see the Potato Jet video where he put the cameras in the incubator?
No, I didn't watch that one. I seen this like stories on Instagram, but
yeah, he did that, and just to see like which ones would overheat, and I mean they all generally did pretty well.
I think nowadays they're pretty good. I had the 6500. I still have the 6500, which is still a solid camera for anyone out there. If you've seen like my 2018 highlight reel, even majority of my 2019 is that little 6500. A lot of my posts, my videos they're not my Black Magic. They're usually my 6500 just because that's so small and it's
Yeah.
That shot, I don't know if you've seen the one I posted of Caitlin up against the window.
Yes, I did.
That was S-Log3, my Sony 6400 8-bit. That wasn't.
No kidding.
That was tiny little. Wish I had.
Wow.
It looks just like the 60 what the new ones are. But I thought about selling it and getting the new one. But like that camera, the GH4 started me off, but the 6500, I did a lot of big things on that little thing, and I feel like I want to keep it forever because like I feel like it was a big milestone camera.
So do you have to rig that up quite a bit to be able to like
I do. I mean,
Do you?
because it's mainly when I first started off was uh what's the word? Client perspective. I think I've heard people
Mhm.
say. It's like when you
Okay, yeah.
pay your money and you show up. I mean, it looks like a point and shoot, depending on what lens you have on it.
Mhm.
Like it's tiny, but yeah, and I rigged that up and I shot um a promo video for it's a pretty big project on that thing, and I was so nervous because it's all I had. But I ended
Mhm.
up it turned out really well. I was really surprised at that camera. Even looking back now, I'm still like, man, that camera holds up. But yeah,
Hmm.
there's not a lot. I mean, audio sucks on it, obviously, but
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
image. I don't really shoot S-Log 2 is what an 8-bit. I don't do S-Log 3 unless I'm playing around. Just
Mhm.
uh,
I think that's the kinda little bit of a misconception that, like, I've heard with a lot of people about Sony cameras, how they're because the Sony cameras are smaller. Sony well, I should say the Sony camera DSLRs.
mhm.
Like, they are smaller, but at the same time, I mean, they still produce pretty good video.
Oh yeah. At the time when I had the GH4 and I was so annoyed at the noise because I was doing a lot of
Mhm.
weddings and GH4 is not really good for low light at all. Maybe it's a
Nope.
speed booster. I didn't have one at the time, but so the 6500 was, that was out, and I thought that was really cool. APS-C, and I thought the size was, I thought it was cool at the time.
Uh-huh.
But in body civilization too, like that was new to me when I got that. But S-Log was huge. I didn't have the V-Log at the time with the GH4 log I wanted.
Mhm. Right.
But
Well, I know another one kinda on the same topic of the Canon EOS R5. That
that I don't even think it's real.
Yeah.
It's confirmed.
Well,
They didn't Canon confirm it.
yeah,
What?
yeah, they have it well, let me see. They have it on the B&H Photo website, but there's no price point, and obviously it doesn't say when it's available yet, but it shoots 8K video.
So we're talking about a mirrorless body, full frame that shoots 8K,
Yeah.
and then we got the C500 Mark II or Mark III. Sorry,
Mhm.
Mark III. That's what did we say? Was it 16,000? So somewhere up in there.
Yeah, I really hope the R5 isn't anywhere over $3,500.
Is it really? I just can't imagine. Like if it's cheaper. I don't know. I assume it has raw because
Yeah, mhm.
I don't
I
know. That's gonna shake everything up when that comes out.
it
If it's cheaper than a
100%.
C500, like I don't know what they're going for there. Like what market is that
Mhm.
in their own market? Where does that land? Is it above the
Yeah,
C500 or
yeah, I don't let's see, what is it?
like what? If you're looking for a full frame cinema camera and on paper as of now, and you look at the C500 Mark III and you look at this
Mhm.
EOS R5, wh- which do you go with? I mean,
Yeah,
does it come down to price at that point?
probably, for a lot of people, more than
That's
likely.
crazy. I just
Yeah.
8K and first of all, 6K would be plenty for me. I
Oh,
don't 8K.
hands
I,
down.
I don't think we're anywhere near that. Even this today, at this day,
Mhm.
whatever the date is, 20 the year 2020, I can tell you that. April 8th, 2020 is when we're filming this. 4K, I still don't even think is like I thought everything would be
Mhm.
4K by now. I thought everything would
Right,
be. How
mhm.
many videos you watch are 1080? Everything's
Yeah.
1080. There's so much 1080. Like nothing 4K is not. I mean, it's mainstream, but like it's not the standard now. I mean, 1080
Yeah,
is
because
still just as relevant. So,
yeah,
and I
because
didn't think it
even
would.
a lot of even a lot of, like, laptops or phones, they're not you can, bump it up to 4K, but it's not gonna
Mhm.
automatically
Yeah,
resort to that.
and I don't think you can tell. Like my phone, I think is 4K or 2K. I'm not sure, but like I'm switching from 1080 to that on that small screen. I don't know. I can't tell,
Right.
but that just like jumping to 8K. 8K is the next step. I mean, that would be from
Mhm.
4K if you want to see a difference to 8K. But
Right.
do
Mhm.
you think? I mean, you would need a display to actually see the difference between like,
Oh,
because
yeah.
like that's
Mhm.
one thing that's always hard to describe to people, especially people who don't understand. Like,
Mhm.
YouTubing 4K and on a 1080 screen, you're, it does look better, but you're still not seeing it in 4K unless you get a 4K display. I was trying to describe that to somebody, and it's so hard to, I don't know, describe to someone who doesn't really
It
understand.
is. Yeah. I mean, some things are meant to, like, be seen on, like,
Mhm.
4K, like, if you're shooting something in 4K, some things are meant to be seen like that, but most of the time, if you're filming something in 4K, like, you could probably just down res it to 1080p and it's fine,
I've
you
been
know?
just people I watch in films on YouTube now. I'll just check the quality bar just to see what the highest, if they even have it in 4K. And
Yeah.
surprisingly,
Mhm.
most of the time, it's 1080 is their max. So maybe it
Mhm.
doesn't mean they shoot it in 4K,
Right. Mhm.
but 8K on that little, if it's
Yeah, I'm excited to see, like, what it's like, what's a well, like, if it shooting it or it being able to shoot in 8K, what's the downfall of the camera then? Like, what aren't we gonna get with it?
yeah, like
You
it's
know?
there are record limits, overheat. What are the
Mhm.
file sizes?
Yeah. Yep.
If you
Yeah,
shoot
they don't even
raw
have
8K, is it compressed? They have uncompressed?
they don't even have because on the, B&H Photos website, they don't even have you don't even really have specs out for it yet.
And Canon confirmed that it exists. Did they confirm anything else on it, like any of the specs that were rumored?
No,
Is
the
it
only says
10
key
bit?
features. Let's see.
Because
No,
I'm
it
curious
says
if
the
it's,
only says full frame 8K video recording up to 12 frames per second with mechanical shutter and in body image stabilization. That's actually all it says.
and if it's got
Hmm.
the digital, is it digital embodied stabilization?
Uh,
Or is it the
Yeah, I think
floating
so.
stuff? The digital stuff, I seen it on the Osmo Action or whatever. I didn't really like it. It kind of looked weird. But
Oh
after
yeah.
seeing the
Mhm.
C500, the way Canon's doing digital image stabilization, it looks
Mhm.
amazing.
It looks really good.
It I don't know. I'm really curious about where this price point is going to be on this camera,
Mhm.
especially with the C500 that just came out. I mean, they're both
Yeah,
Canon. I wonder what in this,
yeah, like almost competing with themselves, just about.
and that's what I'm trying to
I
figure
would
out
think.
is like where because what I mean, what are the photo features? They even see anything with the photo? How many megapixels? Like,
Actually, they don't. Surprisingly.
so it sounds like it is definitely geared toward video shooters, filmmakers.
Yeah, I think because a lot of the DS, like the DS Canon's DSLRs, I think they're not really meant for like. I mean, they shoot video, but it's like
Yeah,
you
they've always
know.
kept the video to see. That's kind of why I left Canon. That's why I went Sony to begin with. Was
Mhm.
I couldn't find anything at the time. I think it was the Mark, this 1DX Mark 1 or 2. I don't remember. And it was like, that thing costs, especially when it's
Oh
new.
yeah,
So I was like, that's
yeah.
the only way to get. I don't know. So Sony just had way more to offer at that time. They were owning the video market when I bought the 6500, then the
Yeah.
A7R2, the A7S2,
Mhm.
and it's the S the S3. Who knows what that's gonna? Like now expectations are so high when it comes to video. Who knows what Sony's gonna do for
Yeah.
this? I mean, what's Sony's combat for this?
Mhm. Yeah. I don't. It'll be interesting to
Man,
see.
I just can't
Yeah.
imagine a mirrorless body costing 20,000 plus. I mean, if
Oh gosh, I right. I mean, what?
it's gotta be cheap.
Because
I would
because
think.
Canon doesn't even have anything else that other than the cinema cameras that shoot in almost 6K.
As far as I know, it's the 1DX is like their only
Well,
video. That's not even mirrorless, is it? Is it Mark III's not?
I I don't think so.
Yeah,
Oh, the Mark III? I don't think so.
I don't think it is either.
Wow. Um,
The EOS R and the RP, I think, are the only mirrorless Canon cameras.
yeah, yep. Which the Canon EOS R is pretty good.
Yeah, I honestly thought about getting.
So
I mean, I want one just kind of be like my replacement 6500 is kind of be my fun knock around Instagram post
right.
camera. But
Oh
I
yeah.
want a
Yeah.
Canon for photos. I do,
Hmm.
but I want a
Well,
Canon C500 Mark II.
yeah.
Mark
At least
three,
I
Mark
think
three.
those.
I'll take a two though. Oh,
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think those came in when the Mark III came out. It came down in price a couple $1,000s. I
I
think.
bet. Still a
But
lot
yeah,
though.
like yeah, it is. It definitely is.
But yeah, that's gonna be crazy when that comes out. I don't know what
Uh huh.
or any more information about that. Watch it all be
Yeah,
false.
I'm. Yeah, exactly. Uh, well, all right. I think this might be a good spot to wrap it up because my camera just died.
No. Well,
Of course.
I'll put a photo up. I'll put your profile picture up when that died up on your side.
Yes.
So if that
That.
came up,
Yep.
that's what people would have been looking at. Did it just now die?
Yep. It just now died. Yeah.
Okay, yep. So we'll finish up here.
Yeah.
Um,
But
yeah,
yeah, a lot of craziness going on in the world. Hopefully this all gets better and then people like such as yourself can get back to working again.
yeah. I mean, it's not like I can even go apply anywhere right now, anyway.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yep. Hmm.
yeah. So this episode was just kind of a
Kind of a catch up
yeah,
one, really.
yeah. Maybe we'll talk about weddings and no, I want to get Austin Webster on.
Yes.
I
Yeah. We
want to talk to him about
definitely
his short film.
say.
We gotta mention his
Uh
short film on this. Shout out to Austin Webster again for
huh.
check out his short film. Was it premiering?
He's doing a 24-hour, but I don't remember when that is exactly.
I can't
But yeah,
remember.
it'll be online for like 24 hours. But yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to get him on
So
and talk to him about his experience of that film. That could be fun.
yeah, definitely.
So Austin, if you want, we're open to inviting you on here because we're really cool. We're
Could maybe
high-end
even do it
upper
next
class.
episode. Have a
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Now, if we could do it
Yeah,
this way,
yeah.
if this worked out, if you're watching this, it worked.
Exact-
That's the first time doing this. So yeah, I'd like to have him on next or something. I mean,
Absolutely.
but yep. So
Yep. I'll even shoot him a quick text see if he wants to do it maybe sometime next week or something like
that'd
that.
be cool.
So
I don't know how to three-way it, but we'll figure it out.
yeah, exactly.
I'm new to FaceTime. So alrighty. Well, that'll be it for episode 2. I still don't know how to end these things.
Yeah, I don't either. I guess it's just kind of yeah, I don't know.
If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe. If you liked it, I think there's a like button or something you could like it on. If you disliked it, you watched this
Please
far.
don't hit that button.
You watched it this far. I don't know what to tell you at that point, but at
Just
least
hit that like button anyways.
at least you watched the whole thing to form an opinion. If you didn't like it, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess you earned your opinion.
Uh-huh.
And if it's on Spotify, that means I figured it out again. I need to get it. I need to get it other places. We'll get it out there. Well,
Yep.
that's it. Okay,
All right,
bye.
man, well, yeah. I'm sure we'll talk soon.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
All right, man.
Till next time.
Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Right. Are you ready?
Yep, sure am.
I'm not. I always get so nervous.
Well, as ready as I guess I can be.
Okay.
Hopefully, don't mess up.
If we mess up, we can always stop. We're in control here. We're the producers.
Exactly.
We're the directors. We're the talent. I don't want to say actors. All right. I totally forgot how we said we are going to start this.